Good morning. It is day 9 of the house rewire, and I feel like this is the first day where I've made a substantial amount of progress the past couple of days, to a point where upstairs is second fixed, everything's bonded, every single cable is running. I've got downstairs a second fix today, but first of all, today we're going to go up in the loft. Going to do 2 access points drop down, the smoke alarm, we've got a loft light to go in, a loft socket to go in, and then 2 outside lights that are being punched out front and back. So we're going to do that on video. So to start with, I am prepping some stuff. With the smoke alarms, I've been going around and putting fast fix boxes in the ceilings. I've done this on a few jobs and a few I haven't. I much prefer, as when we got the chance to do it, but it's the same thing with the access points. So these are the deco ones that I've been recommended to do, which come with the base plates. So these work off 240, so you can just plug it in, or you can do PoE. But at the same point, I've been looking at this, you can do a fast fix box on it. The holes do line up within it, if I've lined it up correctly on camera, but it allows me to feed it through. So then, sorry, it's cold this morning, put a stuffing gland in it to grip the cable. I'm not going to be cutting any of the Ethernet cable that's up if there's any slack, which I know there is quite a few meters on the outside like that. Bring that through, get that on, do that, and then the outside lights will be fun. So what I'm trying to do right now is to save all the grief and hassle of doing it all in the loft, prepping everything. So I'm cutting the back of the boxes out. Same thing with the light switch. Need to get a socket, take the smoke alarm up. I'm going to take it out of the box and chuck everything I can into the skip. We've got a tote ready to take up. We've got our data stuff to take up to terminate. We're going to take some boots up to terminate. We've got the light to go up. So I'm going to get everything ready, chuck it in that, and I'll see you in the loft. This video is sponsored by Traderify. I'm on another rewire that I've managed to get by using Traderify, from using the quotation device, the customer accepting it, notifying me, then turn it across to schedule or book it in as a job. I also require a 50% deposit, which is very simple and easy to do. With 2 clicks from the invoice, click 50%, send that across. Once you get notified that the money's in the account, we can then turn around and schedule it in using the Tradify app on my phone, iPad, iMac, computer, whatever you've got. Down below there's a discount, which use code Bundy for 30% off for the first 3 months, or there's a 14-day free trial. So if you think Tradify can help you run your business a bit smoother and a bit easier, hit the link in the description down below. Loft work is all done, and I tell you what, it's probably one of them things, once you've used the boot, and the only reason I picked a red one is because I actually just thought you lot would annoy you lot. You ain't gonna see it. But obviously we've got the fast fix in, we've got the plates up, the smoke alarm is in, plates up. I'm just not gonna attach any of that yet because obviously we don't want it going off. The far one is done. More and more clipping has been done up in the loft. So my next sort of job is outside lights. So this is where the flat roof finally actually helped. So this oil stack where we brought everything up, I've pulled back my floodlight cable, as you can see there, front flood. So the plan is, with the flat roof, is the floodlight's going to go up here. The customer wants it on the wall because all the soffits are currently, it's what all that noise is at the moment. The guy's changing all the soffits out there at the moment. Measure off the glass as a fixed point. Obviously, if you want to drill it through, you can see in there of where we want it to come through, and we can poke this cable. There'll be a small whisker box on the outside, fix the light, and it's exactly the same thing out the back as well. And if the flat roof runs out, which it does on the side, scaffolding's all been put up down the side as well for the soffit, so it makes my life a bit easier. And then that is the last thing I have to do physically in the loft, other than test it and maybe rip some cables out as and when it's dead, that I've got to do up the loft. I've took all my tools down, I've hoovered up, I've tidied, all my chasers are solid, so winner, winner, let's go get some lunch. Oh, well, I say lunch, I mean a salmon bagel with a boiled egg. Plan is go through with the tiny one, double check, we're all happy, truck through the bigger one, that's just enough for a 1 mil, and then we can redress this, get that out, get the whisker box on, get the light on, and then the challenging one is the back, because I've got the slope this side, but the other side, where the customer is out there, I can't. I've just got to drill at the most horrific angle up, because they don't want it in the soffits, the cables or anything, obviously because it's being overboarded and they want it to look all nice. So I'm going to have to drill up same height as I'm doing the back one, the front one, at the back up, somehow across into the roof there. And then I've already clipped, this is the outside light and feed, the sole feed that I brought in that goes to there. Obviously I've clipped it too far now because I've now realised it's going to here. We can lap it over, tuck it out, but each individual light, outside light, all of them are all off their own circuit, straight to a separate fuse board. And the 2 up and down lights by the front door, they're linked together, the same circuit. That's on its own circuit going back to this lighting board as well, which obviously we'll get to, which turned up last night actually. So, right, wish me luck. I'm only joking, I need the camera. When I say I would say I was lucky, it's coming up straight away. Perfect. And that is that one done. Fabulous. This is the scaffolding, and I've just realised as well, just so I could see, I took some roof tiles off to see if there's any access so I could pick the felt up like I did on the previous job. The answer was no. So now I've got to go put them back. Mint. So as of right now on day 9, that's right, been long days, long days. I've got 2 days left, realistically. So outside lights, I've got 3 left to do. I've got 2 floodlights either side, which are small PIR ones, which are there. And then we've got the up and down lights by the front door, which is going to be fun because of the stone. We're going to have to grind some stuff out. Once all that's done tomorrow, I've got 1 more room to second fix, 2 access points to put up, and then that's done and dusted. But I have to do all the cuts, all the holes to bring all of these cables up and over to there, prepping everything for Monday to be cut-off day, new fuse board day, new power-up day, mess around in the next video, which will be tomorrow, disconnect the electrics in the sockets in the wall in the kitchen that's being knocked out, but equally finding out what circuit does what. So as and when we do the exchange, the old kitchen sockets are currently going to be staying on and the lights in there. So whether or not we figure that out tomorrow and disconnect the lights that go anywhere else. So yeah, anyway, it's been a fun one. And also as well, as of tomorrow, I can take the majority of all this stuff home because it's not needed anymore. And there's a lovely skip that we've been filling up. So, right, catch you guys tomorrow. Love you, bye.